In the breaking news just coming in, actor Rhea Chakraborty's bail plea has been rejected by the court. She was arrested earlier today after 3 days of questioning by the Narcotics Control Bureau. She's been accused of procuring drugs for Sushant Singh Rajput. Let's go across to Saurabh Gupta, who's standing by with us from Mumbai. Saurabh, any details of what happened in that hearing?
Well, this was by video conferencing, so obviously reporters weren't present as part of the physical hearing, and that was because of COVID and the protocols about safety and law and order. But what we know is that the bail plea has been rejected, which means that the bail plea will now have to go to the Sessions Court or the Special NDPS Court. That is likely to happen tomorrow. Meanwhile, because the NCB did not seek remand, it automatically becomes judicial custody, and judicial custody is usually first given for a period of 14 days. And then, of course, during judicial custody, you can move your bail plea. Now, the bail plea was moved immediately today, but the court heard the arguments, but we are not sure on what grounds the court has rejected the bail. But obviously, this bail plea will now come up before the Sessions Court or the Special NDPS Court that will hear it. And then, of course, a decision on that will be taken, which means that Rhea Chakraborty, in all likelihood, will have to spend the night at this NCB office here, or alternative arrangements may be made. That depends on the authorities, but all that is still work in progress at this point. But it's sure that she's not going home tonight because she will be in judicial custody. So that's something that perhaps is going to be worked out as we speak, or is being worked out as we speak. But clearly, bail being rejected today, but it will be heard perhaps tomorrow. And once tomorrow the bail plea is heard by the court that's designated, then after that the court may pass its order immediately and Rhea may get bail, or it may reserve its order and and she might have to wait for a few days, or it may reject the bail plea and it might have to go to a higher court. All the possible options are open at this point, but obviously she will have not go home today. Tonight will be in custody, but the bail plea is likely to be moved tomorrow.
Saurabh, the anti-drugs agency, the Narcotics Control Bureau, after 3 days of questioning, has said has not sought the custody of Rhea Chakraborty. What did they say?
Well, they say that based on the questioning and the evidence we had, there was grounds for arrest, which is what we did. But we finished our questioning, so we don't need her custody anymore. But there were grounds for arrest. Now, it was a non-bailable offence, which is why it had to go to court. Otherwise, she would have been granted bail. But in this case, she had to go to court and try and seek bail. The court heard the arguments. It went on for quite some time. In fact, this is quite a long time for bail arguments, and we've covered a lot of cases where bail arguments are heard, but this one's gone on for quite some time. But in the end, the judge decided that she wouldn't the court wouldn't grant the bail, and on the basis of that, it would be heard now by another court, and that would be in all likelihood the Special NDPS Court or the Sessions Court, and that is likely to happen tomorrow.
So Rhea Chakraborty stays in judicial custody at least tonight. All right, we have also accessed Rhea's remand note details. Arvind Gunasekar joins us with more on this. Arvind, give us the details of that remand note.
Rohit, the Narcotics Control Bureau produced Rhea Chakraborty after arresting her before the Chief Metropolitan Magistrate. They had submitted a remand application asking for 14 days of judicial custody for Rhea Chakraborty. In their remand application, the Narcotics Control Bureau has alleged, saying that all these three arrested individuals, including Dipesh Sawan, Shovik Chakraborty and also Samuel Miranda, used to procure drugs for Sushant Singh Rajput. In fact, they also said that during the questioning of Rhea Chakraborty, she has revealed her involvement in the procurement of drugs for Sushant Singh Rajput, and she has also revealed that she used to manage finance for the procurement of these drugs. So therefore, the agency calls Rhea as an active member of this drug syndicate, and she was also actively involved in touch with the drug peddlers. That's why the agency wanted a 14 days of judicial custody for Rhea Chakraborty, and they also said that the matter is a preliminary investigation and they would be doing a detailed investigation in this particular case.